Good morning, everybody. Hope you've had a great week. Thank you for being here. Hope you're planning on being in God's house somewhere tomorrow morning, worshiping, fellowshipping together. But this morning we'll take a few minutes here, look in the book of Acts. If you would, like, share, comment on the post, and I will appreciate it. And then we will jump right in here into chapter 11, beginning in verse 27. Now in these days prophets came down from Jerusalem to Antioch, and one of them named Agabus stood up and foretold by the Spirit that there would be a great famine over all the world. This took place in the days of Claudius. So the disciples determined, every one according to his ability, to send relief to the brothers living in Judea, and they did so, sending it to the elders by the hand of Barnabas and Saul. And so there's no great mystery what takes place here. There is a man named Agabus who comes from Jerusalem to Antioch. And while he was there, he prophesies, predicts that there will be a famine across the world, an empire, worldwide famine. He tells us that this was taking place during the days of Claudius. Claudius would have been the Roman emperor at the time. And when he tells them that, every believer, it says, according to his ability. And so everybody didn't do the same, but they did what they were able to do. They took and they set aside some money, and they sent it by Barnabas and Saul to help the saints who are in Judea. And that all sounds just wonderful. Probably most of us who attend church and have attended church any length of time have probably seen the church today do something very similar. Take up, might call it a love offering in your church. Many churches do, to help someone or maybe some group of people. Maybe there's a natural disaster of some kind, and the church will take up an offering to send to assist, to help those people. So nothing really seems too far out of the ordinary, except for the fact that, don't forget, we're not but about a chapter removed from a time when the Jewish believers didn't want anything to do. Matter of fact, this chapter, the beginning of chapter 11, even, they didn't want anything to do with the Gentiles. And then again, we have Peter, because of his vision, preaching the gospel, and they receive the Spirit, and eventually there's this mending of fences between the Jewish believers and the Gentile believers, and now they understand that they all are part of God's family. And so the Gentiles, who were the ones who were being discriminated against, show their forgiveness, show the change that Christ has made in them, and send finances to support the Jewish believers who had been not really their persecutors necessarily. Persecute's not the right word, but the Jewish believers had certainly been discriminating against the Gentile believers. And yet the Gentile believers take up to help their brothers and their sisters, regardless of past actions, past hurt feelings, past divisions. Christ has changed them. Christ has made a difference in their life, and they see these believers, these fellow Christians who are from another culture, another nature, as their brothers and sisters, and decide this is the appropriate thing to do, and to help them. And the question this passage would bring up for all of us is, would we do the same? Are we willing to set aside past disagreements, past issues, and unite, come together in unity, even helping the ones who maybe at one time were our enemy? That's the kind of change Christ wants to make in our life. Has he made that kind of change in you? Have a great day. We'll see you here tomorrow.